So ICICI Bank has declared the Q1 results of 2021-2022, and I'm just so excited to be making this video because the bet that I had placed on the bank has finally started to deliver results. So without any delay, let's have a look at how the results have been. If you look at the net interest income, the bank has reported an income of 10,936 this quarter from 9,280 crores last year this quarter, which is a growth of 18% on a year-on-year basis. The operating profit has also grown by 23% from 7,000 crores last year to 8,600 crores this year. Now, provisions is the amount of money that the bank sets aside thinking that this might turn into non-performing assets or NPAs. Now, this is one of the biggest positive news for the bank because the last year the bank had set aside provisions worth 7,594, but this year the provisions figure has gone down by 62% to only 2,852 crores. Coming to net profit, while the bank reported a net profit of 2,600 last year, the net profit this year has jumped by 78% to 4,600 crores. By any standard, these results are fantastic for all the shareholders of ICICI Bank. Now, let us look at the credit growth of the ICICI Bank. When I say credit, it would mean all the loans that the bank is dispersing to its customers. Now, the loans come as assets for any bank. When I say assets, I mean that the banks are eventually going to earn money from these loans in the form of interest repayments, in the form of principal repayments. So higher the loans, higher the money they're going to be making, and more will be the profitability of the bank. Now, if we look at the loans, the retail loans grew by 20%, business banking loans grew by 53%, small and medium scale businesses loans grew by 43%, and the total loans grew by 17%. So that is a beat on all counts, all the segments within which ICICI Bank disburses the loans that have shown an uptick versus the previous year. Coming to the deposits growth. No, so people usually park money in the bank in the form of savings account, in the form of fixed deposits, or in the form of term deposits. Now, any deposit for a bank is a liability because the bank has to pay money in the form of interest back to the depositor. If you look at the figures, the total deposits have grown by 16%, current account deposits by 32%, saving account deposits by 22%, and the term deposits are up by 9%. Now, the important information here is that the credit growth is outgrowing the deposit growth, which means that the bank is going to use the deposits of the customers and is going to use them to give more loans. More loans will mean that the bank is going to earn higher interest on those loans, and this has a potential to increase the overall profitability of the bank in the long term. Now, the next slide talks about the asset quality, which is the most important metric that all the banks track because it gives an information of the non-performing assets for any bank. Now, if you look at the Q1 of previous year, the number was 1.14%, which means that out of the total loans that the bank was giving, 1.14% were turning as NPAs. This particular quarter, the number has only jumped to 1.16, which is a growth of only 0.02%. Now, the reason why this is such a good news for the bank is because this quarter was marred by the second wave of COVID, which means that the businesses were not doing well. There was no demand in the economy, and still ICICI Bank did not show a great increase in the non-performing assets. And that is why this comes as a fresh surprise for all its stockholders. Also, if you look at HDFC Bank, the results show that there has been a sharp uptick in the non-performing assets on a year-on-year basis. So ICICI Bank is doing far better than HDFC Bank, which is the market leader in terms of NPAs. This again has a potential to give a big boost to the profitability of ICICI Bank in the upcoming years. Coming to the target price of ICICI stock, As I'm speaking, the current market price is 676 rupees, but because the results have been so fantastic, I strongly believe that the target price has a potential to go to 1000 odd levels, but my calculation still suggests that the target price should reach to 982 rupees, and the time period that I'm giving is 18 to 24 months. There's a potential upside of 45.2% from the current levels. And given how good the results of ICICI Bank has been, I am very confident that this target will definitely be achieved in the next 1.5 to 2 years. And that is why I also believe that ICICI Bank is going to be the next money minting stock in the year of 2022 for its stockholders. All right. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. For more of such quality content, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you.